Hello, I'm Rod Baltzer, President of Waste Control Specialist, and we're proud to be the operator of the State of Texas's Compact Waste Disposal Facility. I am pleased to report that on April 27, 2012, WCS successfully completed the first permanent disposal of low-level radioactive waste at the state-owned Texas Compact Disposal Facility in Andrews County, Texas. It's been a long journey for both the citizens of Andrews and for WCS, who pursued this project together for more than 20 years, including a 5-year state licensing process and another 3 years for construction, inspection, and certification by Texas environmental regulators. I can now finally say we are open for business, and we are safely and permanently disposing of low-level radioactive waste that until now was stored at power plants, hospitals, and universities in major urban areas. While the disposal of low-level radioactive waste is new, the transportation of such waste to WCS is not new, and it has been taking place safely since 1998. For example, between 2005 and 2006, WCS received 3,776 containers of radioactive byproduct waste at our site. Each container weighed 20,000 pounds. These specially designed and federally approved containers were trucked across country, 2 at a time, from Ohio to our site in West Texas without a single incident. That's almost 1,900 shipments over 2 years, and not one affected the general public in any way, because there were nothing out of the ordinary. Because the state of Texas put limits on the amount of radioactive waste that can be disposed of at the facility, we only expect about 300 shipments per year, or about 1 per day. And given years of experience, the likelihood of a transportation accident that would result in exposure to the public is virtually nil. I also have good news to report regarding the continuing water monitoring taking place at the compact facility. As we predicted in our initial license application, rainwater was detected 30 feet underground in a shallow depression in a small part of the buffer zone around the landfill. TCQ was notified, and WCS drilled additional monitoring wells. This confirmed the water was accumulated rainfall, and there is no connection to any underground drinking water source. At TCQ's direction, WCS has drilled additional wells, and we monitor them daily to ensure none of this trapped water will migrate to the disposal facility. These monitoring wells were dry when drilled, and they continue to be dry today. Another example of our ongoing commitment to protecting human health and the environment is the fact that before we accepted our first low-level shipment, our employees successfully performed mock disposals for weeks without incident, just as they have carried out our other procedures for the past 15 years. WCS has not had an operational lost time accident in 5 years, which is an outstanding achievement in an industry whose daily operations involve heavy machinery. Please keep in mind that this is the first disposal of low-level waste in a facility such as ours since Congress approved the compact legislation more than 30 years ago. Once the waste goes into the disposal container in the landfill, it is grouted and sealed and never exposed to the elements. Because of the public interest in this endeavor, the Texas legislature, after a full and open public debate, decided how much radioactive waste could come into the compact facility from outside the compact states of Texas and Vermont. Elected representatives streamlined the role of the Texas Compact Commission, making its most important decision for them by limiting non-party compact waste to 50,000 feet per year. Despite the compact facility's robust design and construction and ongoing state oversight, environmental extremists continue to challenge the validity of our disposal license. Over the years, they have filed lawsuits and appeals, and the outcome is always the same, which is why disposal operations are now underway. The WCS facility is the best possible location to safely and securely dispose of low-level radioactive waste. This litigation comes with the territory. We fully expect these extremists to continue filing lawsuits for as long as WCS is providing a practical solution to this environmental challenge. Decades of scrutiny confirm the state-owned Texas Compact facility, operated by WCS, is the premier site in the United States for the safe, secure, permanent disposal of low-level radioactive waste. I'd like to add one more note in closing. Construction of the federal disposal facility at the WCS site is complete. We are waiting for the TCQ to complete its checklist and authorize it for operation, which we expect later this year. WCS is the premier site in the United States for the safe, secure, permanent disposal of low-level radioactive waste.